Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do another review of Love After Lockup mid-season finale. For some reason, WeTV 90-day WeTV Love After Lockup producers thought it was a good idea to give a 2-hour mid-season finale. I have a feeling that the Rona messed up some things. Because why are we getting a mid-season finale now? What are we? Episode 9? Let's talk about it. First, let me start off with Quay and Chevelle, child. Now, we know last week Chevelle went down to the car lot and got him a truck, honey. Well, this week, it's party. It is party time. So we have Quay's family and we have Chevelle's family coming together to celebrate the release of Quay. Everything is going lovely. Okay, everybody's having a good time. They're twerking, they're dancing, they're eating, and they're drinking. Now see, what happens when you get alcohol into the mix? After a while, people start telling truths. So it's time for Chevelle to make the big reveal. So she was like, everybody come outside. Come outside. I have a huge surprise. So everybody going outside, and what is outside? A truck with a big bow on it for Quay. Of course, Quay is just excited. Quay said, I ain't even got a license, and look at me, y'all. I got a truck. I haven't even been out of prison a week. And I got a truck. I haven't even attempted to find a job. But I got a truck. Look at me, y'all. You can't do nothing with me. Y'all remember when I asked, does this boy have a license? Well, we got the answer. No. He ain't got no license. This boy ain't even got a piece of one. He got a learner's permit. Does he even have a learner's permit? This boy ain't got no learner's permit. He ain't got a piece of a license. The boy ain't got no license, but he got a whole truck with a bow on it. So, time went on. People still drinking. Okay. Now, I don't know if the mamas have been drinking, but let's talk about these mamas. So, it's so funny. Mama Quay see Mama Chevelle, and she was like, come here. Come here, girl, come here. We need to talk about this. And so Mama Chevelle was like, what's up? Mama Quay said, what was that foolishness outside? Why is your daughter buying my son a truck? What is that about? And so Mama Chevelle said, what do you mean? It is kind of foolish, but hey, that's who Chevelle is. See, Chevelle is giving. Chevelle has a caring, giving nature. She's a genuine, sweet person, and she wants to give Quay a good start. Okay, he gonna need that truck. So Mama Quay was like, he don't need no truck. Something ain't right here. I don't like how your daughter moving. And so Mama Chevelle was like, excuse me? What you saying? Huh? What you say? And so Mama Quay said, I'm thinking your daughter is trying to buy my son's love. I said that. That's what, did you hear me now? And so Mama Chevelle said, the devil is a lie. See, let me tell you something about my daughter. My daughter is caring. My daughter is giving. She ain't trying to buy your son. See, your son has been in prison for 12 years. See, your son don't know what kindness is. Your son don't know what, someone being genuine to him. See, your son don't know nothing about generosity. See, he was raised by the penitentiary. Okay? Maybe your son is using my daughter. See, that's all he knows. So instead of saying that, my daughter is trying to buy love, maybe your son is a user. I was like, so of course the mamas are, they're not really going back and forth like they could have. You know, they were just saying your son, okay, is a user. Your daughter is trying to buy lube. All of it ain't right. Okay? So they went their separate ways. And it was so funny. It was so funny when Mama Chevelle was like, look, I'm out of here. Mama Quay was like, that's right. Get to stepping. That's right. Trying to tell me the penitentiary raised my son. What you trying to say? I'm a bad mother? So, we have Quay's sister. Round 2, honey. Quay's sister is talking to Chevelle. Quay's sister look like she can fight. Have you ever seen some girls that you just look at and be like, no. Now, she don't look like she start trouble. She look like she'll be a sweet woman. But she also look like you try her, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. She is going to have to hurt you. Now, Chevelle, on the other hand, Chevelle look like she got some hands too. See, they both look like they got hands. They will be two that will fight to the death. I don't know, y'all. Quay's sister look like she could throw down. And I would be like, nope. Look, we good. No. Chevelle was like, what we need to talk about. So, of course, Quay's sister, she has concerns. Bottom line is, Quay's sister said, listen, you know my brother don't need to be here. My brother does not need to be here. This is not a good environment for him. Okay? We found my brother shot up, almost dead. That's who hurt. This city almost killed my brother. And you want him to stay? No, he needs to go to Houston. That's where he needs to go. He needs to go to Houston and start off fresh. He don't need to be around here because if he stay here, he's going to get caught up in the same old mess. And I don't want my brother hurt. And then here comes Chevelle. Chevelle was like, your brother grown. You can't be telling your brother what to do, how to do, where to do, what to do, why to do. Okay, let your brother choose where he wants to stay. Do you think this is all on me? It's your brother who's telling me that he wants to stay here. I'm not telling him. Your brother is telling me. So why you up here with all this static? So Quay's sister was like, okay. Well, let me just say this before I walk away. Okay, I love my baby brother. I love my brother. He's the only brother I have. And I will kill for him. I will hurt somebody for him. Just so you know. Just so you know. I will bust somebody clear up upside the head if something happens to him. So, of course, Quay. So, of course, Chevelle, she just walked off. Now, let me tell you this. Quay is a grown, somewhat man. Okay. Yes, he has been in prison for 12 years. Yes. Okay. He just not getting out of prison. Yes, I know the sister and the mother is concerned for him. But he can make his own decision. He needs to start making his own decision. It's time for him to stand up like a man that he claims that he is. If that boy says that he wants to stay in Kansas, he's going to stay in Kansas City. It's time for Mama Quay and Sister Quay just to let that boy live, okay? And if he's out here using Chevelle, it'll come to light. It will come to light. So now we got the cousin, D-Mark. He out there with Quay. We all know how D-Mark feels. D-Mark don't like Quay. He thinks that Quay is using Chevelle. D-Mark made a perfect point last week. This boy ain't proved nothing to you. He just got out. Let him prove some things before you out here just buying up a truck that he can't even drive. So D-Mark is just telling Quay, you know what? I've been around Chevelle my whole life. And I know what type of dude Chevelle, likes. Either she likes the good dudes or she She likes the dudes that's used her, mistreated her, get some out of her, and then throw her away like a used napkin. And something is telling me, my spidey sense is telling me, you are that dude. You are a user. You are throwaway. Now, honey, Quay ain't saying nothing. Honey, Quay smoking that cigarette. He was like, oh, so you think that's what I am? You think I'm using Chevelle? D-Mark said, yeah, that's what I think. I don't think you good for my cousin. She out here giving, and you take it. You ain't even showed that girl nothing. But you easily accepted that truck. I don't like you. D-Mark was on one, wasn't he? I was like, D-Mark, calm down. Quit drinking whatever you're drinking. So Quay said, you don't even know me, dude. Okay. You think that I'm not here for Chevelle? You think I'm not here for that baby? I'm here. Okay, I've been here. From prison, I was sending her cards. I was sending her teddy bears. I was doing things for her. And now that I'm out, I still want to do things for her. I love that girl. I love Chevelle, and I love that baby. And so D-Mark and Quay, he had some words, and then D-Mark was like, we'll see, dude. We'll see. What y'all think about Chevelle and Quay? I think that Chevelle is definitely moving way too fast. And I think somewhat she wants to buy him things to keep him. But I just think that Chevelle wants someone to marry and wants somebody to be a father to that girl. That's what I think. She is definitely moving too fast with Quay. I've said that. Let that boy live a little bit. The boy ain't even got no type of job, no license, no nothing. Let's move on. Child, let's knock these out the way. Let's talk about Maurice and Jessica. They finally made it to Jessica's mom and daddy's house. And Maurice is just, y'all, he's exhausted. He is exhausted. I just can't imagine somebody acting like that. I just can't. So he goes inside and hey, how you doing, honey? You know the daddy is already on high red alert. Warning, warning, warning. So, of course, Jessica, she happened to be home. So here is Maurice. Oh, I'm home. Oh, I'm home now. Oh, yeah, I like this. Oh, yeah, I like this. I'm home. Boy, you ain't home. You ain't nowhere near home. Are you crazy? So they go into the kitchen and they doing a little chit-chat. And somehow or another, his probation and parole brought up. Oh, yeah, that's right. He brought it up because he's an idiot. Now, Jessica said, me and Maurice had this whole conversation about not bringing this up to my parents. And the first chance he get, he running his mouth. So, he brought up his probation and parole. Mom and Daddy put two and two together and was like, you don't supposed to be here? You out here breaking the law already? What is going on? So there's Jessica looking like a fool on stool. Maurice looking dumb. So the daddy said, it's time for us to talk. It's time for us to talk. So they go out there and talk. Jessica and her mama are talking, and mama was like, what is going on? You gonna get in trouble? They better not come to this house. You didn't give them my address, did you? You didn't tell them where we live, right? Jessica was like, look, they ain't gonna come here, Mom. But if his parole officer called, this is what you say. See, this is how you do it. Now, Maurice even told them that, he had 60 days to transfer. They couldn't even wait 6 days. Just stupid. So Maurice is out there talking to the daddy. And of course the daddy, he has his reservations. Basically the daddy was like, I don't like you. I don't trust you. My daughter, I believe, made a wrongful decision. But here you are. See, if you hurt my daughter, I'm going to have to hurt you. You see all this? See, I worked hard for this. I worked for this. You working for something. Because, see, now you're on the run. Okay? Again, you hurt my daughter, I'm going to have to hurt you. Maurice just said now. Somebody made a great point. I think it was last week in the comments or the week before. He's fresh out of prison. Been in prison for years. He has a whole daughter. He went and spent a little time with his daughter. While he out here Bonnie and Clyde, he didn't think nothing about his daughter. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He would rather risk it all for some coochie instead of risking it all for his daughter. That just shows what type of man Maurice is. Instead of you worrying about going to Las Vegas and running, why don't you run over there and say bye to your daughter? Because there's a good chance that you may go to prison 25 to life, but you ain't thinking about that. Your daughter is so important. And I think he even brought up his daughter when he was talking to the daddy, or either the mama or the daddy, talking about she's the most important thing to me. Boy, if you don't go run into a brick wall, just no type of sense. I'm not going to keep him long, y'all. I'm not going to stay long on Maurice and Jessica, especially with Maurice. Just foolish. Let's move on. Child, let's talk about Dylan and Heather. Y'all, what's wrong with Heather? What's wrong with her? Y'all, she's getting ready, okay? She's a model, y'all. She's getting ready. She is beating that face. She done got her dress with a little sweater jacket combination. And she is ready to go and pick up her man. Now, she did tell us a very sad story. She said that when she was 14, she was mouthy. Okay. She was probably being a hard-headed, typical teenager. But her stepdaddy wasn't here for it. And her mama caved. Now, they done sent this girl, according to Jessica, according to Heather, to this boot camp. Okay. They sent her off. They sent her away. They couldn't handle her. So they sent her to a boot camp. And y'all, she got assaulted. S-E-X, assaulted. Terrible. Terrible. And of course she cries, and she is like, can you imagine being sent away at 14? And then they send you to a place that hurts you? No, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I need to meet this mom. But see, we see and hear it every day. You have a mother who chooses a man all the time over their child. So sad. Oof, what a terrible story, ain't it? Just a horrible, horrible story. So we have Heather. She is finally at the prison. Of course, she had to park 5 miles away. I'm like, why y'all gotta park so far? So they had to park 5 miles away, child. And honey, here comes Dylan. Y'all, Dylan cute. Dylan is a cutie. He got a body on him. And child, honey, she done took off her shoes. She started taking off clothing. Kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy, honey. Whew. So Dylan, he says that he's been in trouble with the law at a young age. I think he said he had 34 mug shots. Is that what he said, y'all? 34. He said that, hey, somebody set him up, okay? He got popped selling, 100 pills of ecstasy to an undercover. And boom, he was in prison. He said that Heather has taken care of him. The 5 years he was in prison, Heather has came to see him every week. imagine every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you take that drive? I guess she probably spends the night, of course. But you drive for 7 hours? Every week? He says that he appreciates what Heather did for him. But he also says that Heather is a little obsessive. Just slightly obsessive, child. I can see it. She's also horny, child. They both are. Honey, the way they were kissing and slobbering, and child, he's changing outside. She's giving him some good old spritz. I was like, if y'all don't get into the car and go to a hotel room, I don't want to see all that slobbering and kissing and rubbing and touching. Cars are going by. Child, what about when they was in the car wash? Why are you going through a car wash? Go to get a room and then wash your car. What is wrong with them? Then they were kissing and slobbering all up in the car wash? Honey, Heather is tickled to death to have her man there. Tickled to death. Okay? I can see Heather being, he also said that she got his name tatted on her body, 3 times? Yeah, I don't think they're going to work out. I think Heather is going to be very, very clingy. Very clingy, so. Anyway, y'all, and then this is another thing. Y'all, who did he look like? He looks like somebody, like a celebrity, and I cannot figure it out. Y'all put it down below who y'all think Dylan looked like. He cute. He cute. Let's move on. Lord, let's talk about Swoop City Unc and Sean the child. Honey, he done got her some chicken. She in the car eating, and it's time for Unc to take her to the bus station, okay? She got to get to that halfway house. Now, he would like to have spent more time with her, but hey, the law is the law, child. All right. So he's taking her to the bus station. She tearing up that chicken. He's saying that he is so happy to see her, and he feels like that this is the one, okay? Shonda is the one for him. Now, we know Shonda. Shonda has already said that she has all kinds of boyfriends, okay? But she said friends. I'm sorry, she called them friends, all right? Now, see, I was rooting for Shonda. Something about me was saying, like this girl, okay? She gonna be all right. But then, my spidey sense would be like, don't you rush. Don't rush. You only met her that one time. So don't rush. So, they get to the bus station. They're saying their goodbyes. And so he brings up money. She was like, yeah, I'm going to need some money. And so she was like, give me some money. He was like, if you don't calm down, you can't be just whipping out money here in front of folks. We at a bus station. So he ends up giving her $200, honey. So she done had her a chicken dinner and $200. Now, meanwhile, she was acting real weird. Smiling and looking all crazy. And she was just acting odd. So, she get on said bus so she can get to the halfway house. Of course, he was like, call me. Call me. Call me. She was like, okay. All right. She said she's going to use that $200 for hygiene. She needs deodorant. She needs lotion. She needs toothpaste. She needs women care. Some feminine hygiene. See, she needs that $200 for hygiene. So, he gets back to his house. He having him a little dog drink. His son come in and was like, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What happened? Okay, so you was on a trip, right? You went to see her. So he was like, yeah, I finally went to see Shonda, and it was great. Okay, I would have liked to spend more time with her, but hey, you know, it went well. Okay, so the son was like, well, did you give her any money? Did you give her a little change? And he was like, why are you worried about it? It ain't none of your business what I gave her. Mind your business. Now, while he's talking to his son, okay, before he even got there, he had tried calling Shonda. She didn't answer. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation. I'm sure that they probably lost service, or, there was no way to get in contact. Maybe on that bus, the reception's terrible. We'll see what happens between Shonda and Unc. What y'all think? Let's move on. Child, let's talk about Stiff Upper Lip and Lindsay. Honey, I enjoyed this thoroughly, child. I enjoyed all this. So we have Lindsay. She is finally out of prison. She is on a plane to Mississippi. We have Stiff Upper Lip going together. Now see, remember, he got the whole limo. He got the steak dinner. He got the Kroger cake. He got the flowers. He got all that. But see, Lindsay was running her mouth in the federal prison, and they said, you're going back. You ain't getting out. So all that money he done blew. Okay. And he also bought a house. See, he have never laid eyes on Lindsay. He don't know this girl. He moved from New York to Mississippi, done bought a house, got an interior designer. He told her 0 to $1 million. Remember that? She said, what's the budget? He said, ain't no budget. So it's time to get Lindsay. All right. So Lindsay, she is up there. She's buying glasses. She's buying all kinds of things. She said, Lord, it feels so good just to shop a little bit. She's talking to her daughter. Very sweet moment. Her daughter done had her some raisins. Did you hear her daughter? She said, yes, ma'am. I said, that grandmother raising her daughter somewhat right. When I heard that ma'am, I said, oh, I like to hear it. I love mature mannered child. I love to hear it, honey. So anyway, so she's talking to her daughter, and then the mama was saying when things get situated, because see, I believe this is the start of the road, okay? So when things get situated, the grandmother was like, she yours. You can have her, but things got to get situated first. Okay. So, Lindsay, she meets Stiff Upper Lip. And child, honey, when she seen him, she was like, oh. Now, you know as well as I know that she ain't attracted to Stiff Upper Lip. Not one bit. Not one bit. But see, he's her money bag. In order to have him in her life, she know that the daughter, her, and the mother is taken care of. So she goes outside and she sees his truck, his work truck. And she was like, what is this? What is this? I mean, listen here, okay? He told me that he was going to have this big, limo and all this. And yes, I know it's short notice, but he picks me up in his work truck. How dare he? So she's in the truck, honey, and it was clanking and rattling and moving and grooving, honey. She didn't like it. Because, see, she didn't just get out of prison. Apparently, she got out of the prison of Beverly Hills. The Beverly Hills of prisons. So she complained the whole entire time. It was, no, thank you for picking me up. Oh, I so appreciate this. No, she too busy worried about the truck being raggedy. So here he's driving. And he gonna talk about, she's not really being appreciative. She's doing a whole bunch of complaining. Oh, Stiff Upper Lip. She ain't done yet, you stupid. So, it's time to get to that house. And child, when I tell you she walked through that house, honey, see, she was excited about the house. Because, see, she has to send him pictures and, colors and everything. Just perfect. She wants this house the way she wants, because she deserves it. She deserves it. It was hard for her in prison, child. So, she goes inside and da. Honey, that house ain't finished. The walls ain't done. The paint not done. The floor's not finished. Okay, her baby girl's bedroom ain't finished. The garage look like Sanford and Son. Da. Shut up, Diamond. Da. Hey. Da. See, she's not used to that. See, when she walked through that door, she expected that house to be laid. Furniture there, walls painted, her daughter's room done. But oh no, Stiff Upper Lip had other things going on. I don't know exactly what he had going on, but oh well. He didn't have that house finished. So they're sitting there and she eating pizza, and honey, she is going in. She said, how do I supposed to live like this? I mean, it's filthy, it's dirty. I mean, I come from a clean prison. I come from a clean prison, and you expect me to live like this? You're supposed to have all this stuff. How long has this been like this? He gonna talk about a year. A year! But see, the more she was running her mouth, letting Scott have it, I was like, oh, well. Because, see, do y'all remember what Scott said? See, trouble don't come to Lindsay. See, Lindsay don't start the trouble. See, trouble come to her. Y'all remember he said that? Do y'all also remember he said that she is white and pretty? See, that's why she gets in trouble. People are jealous of her because she's white and pretty. You remember when you said that, Stiff Upper Lip Scott? You're a fool. You are a fool. And every tongue lashing she giving you, oh well. You done got yourself involved with a immoral, ungrateful, selfish, spoiled biatch. That's what you got yourself caught up in. But hey, she's white, young, and pretty. So, she's going off, and now they done moved into the bedroom. And she is letting him have it. This is not what she signed up for. She thinks she's making a mistake. And so here's Scott. Scott said, do you like anything? See, ever since you came here, only thing you've been doing is complaining, moaning, groaning. You ain't said nothing positive. At least you got a roof over your head. She was like, I had something over my head. I was in prison. You think I care about this? I can't live like it. She actually was like, I can't live like this. Girl, you come from prison. What do you mean you can't live like this? So Scott was trying to talk to her. He gets down and she was like, get away from me. Stop it. I mean, she had a full-blown meltdown. Honey, Lindsay got issues. Obviously, she has some type of mental issues. I'm sorry. And she's just a nasty, mean person. That is what you get. See, I don't understand these men, okay? They sending. Oh, she's pretty. She's beautiful. Okay. Now look at you. No boom boom. Only thing you getting is just a whole bunch of lip from the sweet, pretty girl Lindsay. Don't appreciate nothing. Oh, Lord, honey, I was like, you an idiot. Lindsay ain't nothing but a user, a scammer. She don't want you. She talking to you like you are her child. You taking it. Child, what y'all think about that? Let's move on. This gonna be real quick. John and Christiana, child. Now, John and Christiana, we know Christiana is in the halfway house, and in order for her to stay in the halfway house or part of her probation / parole, whatever, she has to go look for jobs, you know, to try to be a productive person in a community. Well, see, they just can't do that. See, they have to do a little, you know, scheming. They just can't go look for jobs. You know, it has to be some extra. So they go look for jobs, and they end up at this restaurant. Now, they've been doing this little, you know, now they've been doing this little scheme for a minute. Because, see, but no, to them, they've had some eyes in the back of their head. So they go to this restaurant, and so Christina was like, hey. And so Christiana was like, hey, you know, while I'm here, since I'm supposed to be looking for jobs, can you give me an application? So the waitress was like, cool. Now, they haven't even ordered. They haven't even gotten their drink. And somebody from a halfway house, probation, parole, whoever showed up and said, get your stuff. Let's go. And so she was like, okay. She said, let's go. And so here comes John. John get up and they were like, no. We don't need you. Have a seat. See, we just need her line set. See, you was accessory to the lie. So let me handle her, and you can stay here and eat your food. That's what you do. So, of course, Christiana, she is talking to this person. And so Christiana was like, listen, I asked for an application. I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. That woman said, girl, we've been following you. We've been seeing you. You've been out here living foul. You think that you're going to get one over on us? Absolutely not. We know all about this prison mentality. We are giving you privileges. You're the one ruining it. Instead of you doing what you're supposed to do, you out here scheming. You haven't even been out a good week. You're getting written up. Now, I don't know what this lingo means about the written ups and the tickets and all this. Because, see, honey, John, he was fit to be tied, child. He was walking back and forth on the pavement, child. Hair all over the place, child. Honey, he looked a mess. So he's like, oh my God, she may lose her privileges. I may get off of her list. I may not be able to pick her up. It was just a whole mess. A whole mess. So he finally got in contact with Christiana. And Christiana was like, Lord, this is effed up. I'm stressed, honey. I'm so glad I have you in my life, husband. Okay? I got a ticket. Now, again, I don't know what that means, but they gave her a ticket. And I guess she's on some type of punishment. And she was like, Lord, she done started crying. And she said, let me go outside smoking a cigarette, child. Honey, I am toe up from the floor up. So we will see about John and Christiana. Girl, why do you just do what you're supposed to do? Just go look for jobs. I just don't understand why they just don't do what they're supposed to do. Quit trying to do shortcuts. Just do what you're supposed to do. You wouldn't get in trouble. And Lord, John still ain't got no boom boom. John ain't got no boom boom. Unc ain't got no boom boom. Scott ain't got no boom boom. But y'all steady spending. Well, John, he ain't spending none, I don't think. But anyway, let's move on. Last and certainly least, Destiny and Sean. What I have learned between Destiny and Sean is Destiny is a deplorable human being. She is disgusting in every way known. She looks disgusting. She acts disgusting. She looks like she smells. Destiny just looks like that chick that will never have anything, don't want anything, don't want to work for anything. She wants everything handed to her. She is foul. Now, when you put that mongrel next to Sean, a pathetic, lonely, sad dude, what do you think is going to happen? We have Destiny up in this nice house that Sean done bought with his hard-earned money. He taking out 401ks even though he has 6 children. Okay. She's spending, child. She had all kinds of stuff. So he's going through his little bank account, hundreds of dollars. Hundreds. She haven't even done anything to earn it. But she got it. So, of course, they're talking about the money, and he's still talking about the $50,000 that's hanging over his head. Because she got to make that court case, or he's out $50,000. Yes, Sean, we know that. That's your dumbness. See, the bondsman tried to tell you, don't do it. Your friend tried to tell you, don't do it. This is a huge mistake. But what does Sean do? Sean and his friend go to a jewelry store, and he goes and buys Boo the mongrel a $2,000 ring. He says that Destiny is the one for him. That friend said, man, you are out your mind. This is a terrible, terrible idea. This girl ain't right. There's something wrong up here. Something's not right. You got Kelly. What's up with Kelly? And so, here comes Sean. I've never had any feelings with anybody before. He said that Kelly done blew his mind, child. She also blowing his bank account. But Kelly has done blew his mind, literally. He said he wants to marry Kelly. I'm sorry, Destiny. Destiny. That he wants to marry Destiny. Destiny is the one for him. So the friend was like, Lord have mercy. Okay. You do whatever you need to do, but I'm telling you, make sure, what's the refund on this ring? Is there a 30-day money-back guarantee? What's going on here? So he done went and got that ring, child. Okay. So Destiny's home, honey. She's trying to cook, and honey, the bacon look all kinds of watery and rubbery, child. She asking the producers how you cook, how you turn on the stove, how you turn on this eye, that eye. Do you put grease in this? A mess. So here comes Sean. Sean is on his way to work, all right? But she's like, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to stay home. I'm not going to spend any more money. So Sean is outside blowing up some little, toy so she can set her ass in at the pool. So he gets a phone call from Kelly. She's in the kitchen trying to cook. And she hears this conversation. She goes outside and she's like, who is that? And he's like, it's Kelly. What? What is she doing? Why are you talking to her? Why are you talking to her? And he was like, I have to talk to her. We have to have some type of relationship. Relationship? Get me a plane ticket. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. She throws one tantrum, honey. Now, when Sean says that he had to have a relationship with Kelly, the mother of his 6 children, he wasn't talking, sexually or a lover. He was talking about a relationship with her because they are co-parenting. But see, Destiny's selfish self don't know nothing about that. It's all about her. See, this is what I don't understand. How is it that you in prison for years, but you come out entitled and spoiled and selfish? just nasty. So she's screaming, she's yelling, and so here is Sean, talk about, I gotta get off the phone. Kelly was like, of course you do. He hangs the phone up. So he goes outside where Destiny is to try to calm her down. Destiny is screaming in his face. They called him a liar. You're a liar. You said that you don't supposed to have no type of relationship with Kelly. Yes, she understands that he has all these kids even though he done lied about it. Okay? But she don't want him talking to Kelly, the mother of his children. Sean is still trying to talk to her. He's still trying to make her understand. You cannot reason with a rabid dog, Sean. See, Sean, he lied to her, okay? He lied about his age. He lied about the number of children that he has. But see, Destiny's sitting up there like she has been a truth. Like she has been telling the truth the whole time. Let's just run down the lies of Destiny. She's involved with women. Many of them. She tried to hook up with a woman at the furniture store. Okay? And she let it be known that she did heroin 3 months before she got out. But here you are screaming in Sean's face. Again, I don't feel a bit sorry for Sean. Not a bit. You spending all this money, $50,000. You done took out your 401k for a woman that you barely even know. For a woman who was using you behind bars. And now that she's out, she really doing a job on you, you idiot. You got 6 kids, and you ain't thinking about that. You thinking about this nasty heifer right here, honey. Destiny. Dirty dumpster Destiny. You old nasty thing. So, she said that she's leaving. He said that he's going to work, and honey, they done got into it. And she, boom! Honey, she done punched him right dead in his face. That's it. I don't want to be on the show anymore. See, she knew that she can punch him in his face, and he ain't gonna do nothing about it. Again, Scott and Sean, I don't feel a bit sorry for you. Y'all done hooked up with some damn wolves. Okay? Wolves. And this is what you deserve. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. And it shows that Destiny don't care nothing about Sean, because if she did, she would want Sean to have a relationship with the mother of his 6 children. She would want a relationship with the mother of the 6 children because, see, she cared for him, right? That means that she must care for the children. She don't care nothing about nobody. She is a nasty filth. I don't know who's worse, Destiny or Lindsay. Who's worse? Leave it down below. Alright guys, that is it